want to complain.
You want to complain. Look at this shirt. I've only had it a week, and the seams are already starting to fall off. My socks keep falling down, and can you believe I paid $20 for this haircut? I've got this terrible headache, my carpal tunnel is acting up, and I can feel my elbow. I thought you weren't supposed to be able to feel your elbow. What if I bump it on something? Now it's gonna hurt. And don't even get me started on people who drive too slow in the fast lane.
Excuse me! Is this the complaint department?
This is the virtual complaint department. Which reminds me, one of the most irritating things is when people can't see the obvious. I mean, you're talking to me on a computer monitor, which you started by clicking on the complaint department link, not to mention that there are literally dozens of complaints spewing out of my mouth, and you still ask, is this the complaint department?
Yes, I'm supposed to complain to you.
It's a joke.
Oh,
You know,
I see. Very good. That's actually pretty funny.
most people don't think so.
Well, complaints are usually attached to emotions, so you probably catch them off guard.
Anger.
What?
Anger is the only emotion attached to complaints.
What about frustration?
A relative of anger.
A relative?
Annoyance, irritation, fury, rage, antagonism, resentment, eerie, wrath, and frustration. All relatives of anger. No matter how you slice it, people are mad.
We have a right to be mad. Take my complaint for example.
Hey, could you do me a favor?
Well, I don't think.
Could you stay online and watch the complaint department for me while I go get a Diet Pepsi?
But I don't work here.
I'll just be a second. I'm dying of thirst. I started licking the water on my screensaver, and you can guess how good that is.
But I wouldn't know what to do.
There's nothing to it. You just sit there and look into your camera. Somebody comes online, and they listen to your complaint.
I don't know. I came here to complain, and now
Do it. You're great with people.
I am?
Sure, you're great with me, and you really look good on camera.
But I can't be in charge of the entire department.
The link says complaint department, but they really just mean this chat room. Thank you so much. I'll be back in a jiff.
Is there a PDF form we fill or out or anything?
Excuse me? Is this the complaint department?
No, it isn't.
But the link says complaint department.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I meant to say yes. It's the virtual complaint department. See, my shirt, it's only a week old, and the seams are already falling apart.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I wish to register a complaint.
Okay. What seems to be the problem?
This right here is the problem.
Is that goo?
No, it is not goo. They changed my favorite cookie. After years and years of creating, producing, and selling the perfect cookie, they changed it, and I do not like the change.
It looks like goo.
It is not goo. It is part of the changed cookie I do not like.
That doesn't look like a cookie.
It is part of the cookie. It is not the cookie. It is part of the changed cookie.
The part of the cookie you don't like?
Exactly.
May I ask what cookie it is?
Well, I don't know what kind of cookie it is now that they've changed it, but it used to be the perfect blend between the rudimentary flavors. Two delightfully crunchy and perfect corpulent chocolate discs surrounding a wondrous vanilla cream icing, creating a sandwich-style confectionery with the impeccable aptitude for immersing in a bovine liquid refreshment.
An Oreo?
In a nutshell, and as everyone knows, the Oreo used to have the perfect cookie to cream ratio at 71% cookie and 29% cream, creating a piquancy from a residence of recompense after one's ultimate demise.
Heavily flavored.
Exactly! Now, the ratio of cream has changed from 29% to 58%. I've had to scrape off half of the cookie frosting just to enjoy my dear beloved cookie.
25 to 29 to 25. Oh, I see. You brought the double stuffed.
Double stuff?
Yeah, they came out with double stuffed Oreos. That was several years ago. But you can still get the regular kind.
I can?
Yeah, just read the package. There's other flavors too. Golden, vanilla, Poland, mint, birthday cake, banana split, peanut butter, and of course, double stuffed.
Guess I should have just read packaging. What am I going to do with all this extra icing?
Save it. Maybe they'll come out with just a perfectly incorporated chocolate disc flavor.
Wouldn't that be something?
Hey, could you do me a favor? Could you watch the complaint department for just a sec?
No, I will not. I don't even know what to do.
Here, I'm sending you our online complaint forms. I'll be back.
What? Where'd you?
You dumb imbecile.
Excuse me?
I bought a brand new 74-inch high-definition flat-screen TV from you not even a week ago, and now it's not working.
You didn't buy it from me.
Well, not you specifically, but from your online store, and I want to know what you're going to do about it.
Well, let's see. I'm sure there's something. Here we are. Television complaint form. Let's go down the list and we'll see if we can rectify the problem.
Fine. And I'm sorry about the insult when I came online. Sometimes I just get carried away.
Apology accepted. Now, number 1. What seems to be the problem?
I was watching my favorite program, World's Dumbest Imbeciles, when all of a sudden the TV went dark.
Dark screen, dark screen. Here it is. Was there a number on the screen, like a channel number or a cable provider logo?
No, it was completely dark. No number, no logo, no picture whatsoever.
Okay, let's see. Did you try the on button?
Of course I've tried the on button. That was the first thing I tried. And then I tried every other button. Still nothing.
Okay. Did you check the cables connected to the back of the TV?
That's the next thing I did. I checked every cable on the back of the TV, and there are a lot of them. I got cables going to the cable box, cables going to the DVD player, cables going to the kids' gaming system, and cables going to the modem. But I made sure each one of them was secure, and then I tried the on button again, and the on button on the TV, and the on button on the remote. Still nothing.
Okay, next there's a big thick cord on the back of the TV that needs to be plugged into the wall. Did you make sure it's plugged in?
The problem with that is the TV is on top of a big dresser, and the plug is behind the dresser, and the dresser is really close to the wall.
Okay, how close?
It's about 3 to 4 inches away from the wall.
That should be enough room to check if there's enough space to see if it's plugged in.
Normally, yes, but right now it's really dark in here, in the back here.
Okay, can you use the flashlight on your phone?
No, I'm using the phone to talk to you. Duh.
Well, it is kind of dark on your screen. Why is it so dark?
The lights are off.
Why don't you just turn on the lights?
Right now they're on our side of town. There's a power outage.
Okay, I see. delete, 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 delete. Do you still have the original packaging the TV came in?
I always keep the boxes.
Okay, here's what I want you to do. Pack up the TV in the original packaging and mail it back to us.
It's that bad, huh?
I'm afraid so. There is an online form you'll need to fill out, and it'll ask you why you're returning it. Just say that there's nothing wrong with the TV. It's just that you're too stupid to own a television.
I am?
Most definitely. But you're actually perfect for this job. Could you maybe watch the complaint department for just a sec? I'll be right back.
I guess so. There's nothing ever good on anyways.
Is there anyone there? Hello?
Rah!
Oh, oh, how awful.
Rah! 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 Oh, I'm extremely sorry. I thought you were someone else.
Oh, good. For a moment, I thought you were, quite mad.
No. I was just expecting someone else. Can I help you?
This is the complaint department, is it?
Virtual complaint department. How can I help you?
Yes, thank you. I came here to complain about... I'm sorry, it's just that... Who were you expecting?
I'm sorry.
That mask. You were expecting to jump out at somebody else? Who is it?
Oh, actually, I'm not allowed to tell you.
Why not?
It's private. You wouldn't know the person anyways.
I might. And the way you jumped out like that doesn't seem very private. Who is it?
I'm sorry, but that's between the person who my name is I'm not mentioning in the complaint department. It's a private message for the person and that person only. Can I help you?
I already know the message is. Ah!
That's only half the message. Did you want to register a complaint or not?
Yes, but not to you. I wish to complain to somebody else.
Oh, I assure you, I'm perfectly capable of assisting you with whatever grievances you might be.
No, I find you quite rude and very annoying.
Fine. I'll find another associate. Hello, how can I help you?
Nope, no, you just put a different mask on.
No, I didn't. I'm a completely different person.
No, I don't want you. You're terrible.
Suppose you can do better?
A slug could do better.
A slug? Fine. Prove it.
Excuse me, where do you think you're going?
Is this the complaint department?
Yes, but I'm afraid the attendant has just... I see. I have to... Perhaps I can help you.
Oh, great, because I'm at my wit's end. I just don't know what to do.
What seems to be the problem?
I think my husband is going deaf.
My, that is a problem. And what makes you think he's losing his hearing?
He doesn't answer me half the time. I have to call him several times before I get any response. And it seems like the only time he can hear me is when we're standing face to face and he can see my lips move.
Let's try an experiment. Do you both have mobile phones?
Sure. I make sure he has to set it to ring and vibrate to make sure he answers.
Here's what I want you to do. Call his phone, and when he answers, I want you to talk softly. If there's no response, talk a little louder. And if there's still no response, talk a little louder, and so on, until you finally get an answer.
Sounds reasonable. It's ringing. He answered. Hello, honey. No answer. Hello, sweetheart. Are you there? Still nothing. Darling, can you hear me? Nope. Complete silence. If he can't see me, my lips moving, he can't hear me.
What's his number? I'll call him.
Good idea. I'd like to have another witness so that I can convince him to go in for a hearing test. 555-4529.
452. Okay, I got it. Hello? Is anybody there? Oh, hi. I'm calling on behalf of your wife. Yes, she's right here. Yes, I can. Right. I'll let her know. Okay, bye-bye.
He could hear you?
Yes, he could.
What'd he say?
He said that he answered you 3 times and wants to know what you want. He also said you always do that to him.
Oh, I wonder what that means.
Hey, can you watch the complaint department for me? Just for a sec.
What? I didn't hear you.
Thanks. Be right back.
So, what do you think I should do?
Hello? I'd like to register a complaint. Hey!
Hello? Oh, hello.
I'd like to register a complaint.
At the moment, I'm afraid there's no one here to complain to.
You're here, aren't you?
Yes, but, well, what is your complaint?
My bill is wrong.
It seems to be in order. It seems to be in order.
No, look at the price of the cheese.
Ah, here it is. Galesburg. That's good cheese.
Yes, but the price is wrong.
Let's see. They charged you $8.59 a pound. An excellent bargain for such high quality cheese.
Exactly, but the price online says $10.43 per pound, so they charged me the wrong price.
But they only charged you $8.59 a pound. I don't think they were trying to swindle you.
Nevertheless, it's incorrect.
Ah, I see. I think I found the problem. See, and the online grocery department, starting today, Galesburg cheese is on sale for $8.59 a pound. They simply gave you the sale price early.
That may be, but when I bought it, the price was $10.43 per pound. I demand a correction.
Well, the customer is always right. You bought 2 pounds and paid $17.18, and the old price was $10.43 times 2, which is $20.86 for a difference of $3.68. So you owe an additional $3.68.
What about sales tax and shipping?
Times 0.06 equals 22 cents for a grand total of $3.88.
What about the cost of the plastic wrapping around the cheese?
That's already included in the cost of the cheese.
The jailbird name? Oh,
But I see you're insistent, so 2.5 cents for that.
the jailbird name sticker.
3/4 cent for that.
The nutritional label.
0.25 cents for that.
Calflax ejection injections. You didn't think I knew about those, did you?
No, we were trying to keep that a secret. Another
And-
8.5 cents.
And to compensate you for your time.
98 cents.
Is there a tax on your time?
No. No tax on customer service.
Thank goodness. At least there's a bright spot. It seems like there's a surcharge for everything these days. So how much is the damage?
$4.98. You can pay by credit card, over the phone, or online.
I'm afraid I haven't any money.
That's all right. You can work it off in the complaint department for the next 2 minutes.
At least for the next 2 minutes.
Hi, is this the complaint department?
At least for the next 2 minutes.
Okay, well, I've been trying to call the Army surplus store for 2 days now, but the line seems to be disconnected.
What number did you call?
Hold on, I wrote it on my hand. 0900-1700.
That doesn't sound like a phone number.
I wrote it down exactly as they had it on the door.
That's their opening hours. It's the military time. It means they're open from 0900 to 1700 hours.
Okay. What time is 1700 hours?
5.
O'clock?
Yes. Here's the real number to the Army customer service. Their phone lines are open 24 hours a day, set a week.
Okay. Is that Eastern or Pacific time?
Daylight saving time.
Well, I can't call anyway. My phone is damaged.
It looks like it's off.
How do I turn it on?
Just push any button.
That's what everyone's telling me, but there isn't one.
I can see several buttons on it.
Yeah, there's a volume button, a back button, home button, and there's a settings button, but there's no any button, and believe me, I've looked at every square millimeter on this phone.
It looks like there might be a water damage.
I don't see how that's possible. I've kept it in this jacket through 2 washings.
You washed your jacket with the phone in the pocket?
Well, yeah. As you can see on this tag, the pockets are waterproof.
Okay, that's 2 minutes. I've done my time. Good luck with that.
So I just wait here?
Is this where I can complain about my parents?
Well, if you want to.
Good, because they are a real pain in the butt.
Are they like super old and sentile and you have to take care of them?
No, they're just unreasonable. They have all these rules and I have to follow them or there'll be consequences.
Consequences? What a nasty thing those are.
Tell me about it. But get this, my dad thinks there are good consequences.
Good consequences? Like what?
Take the other day, for example. I wanted some cake, so instead of just baking one, my mom shows me the instructions on the back of the cake mix box and says, follow these instructions. But because of the way our oven heats and because of the climate we live in, cook them 7 minutes less than what it says on the box.
And did you?
Oh yeah, she made me do it all by myself. She just stood there and answered a few questions.
Okay. But was she right about the 7 minutes?
Yeah, the cake turned out extremely moist and delicious. So my dad says, nice work, that this is a delightful consequence of following the instructions.
Strange way to put it, but I suppose that is a good consequence.
But then comes the bad consequences. In order to make the cake, I had to use several dishes, pans, and utensils.
Naturally.
Get this, they made me wash the dishes.
So you're the little red hen.
Exactly, and I had to make it and do all the cleanup.
And then they just want to eat the fruits of your labor, right?
Oh no, they're diabetic. They couldn't have any.
I see. Did you purchase the cake mix?
Of course not. My parents buy all the food.
But they don't eat cake?
No, but I do.
So basically, you want your parents to buy your food, fix your food, and clean up the mess for you while you just eat the food.
Finally, someone gets it. Why don't my parents get it?
Oh, they get it.
Is this the complaint department?
Can you help this person?
Me? You want me to?
You can do it. I'll be right back.
What's your complaint?
My arm hurts.
Well, I'm not a doctor, but I'll take a look.
I'm sick of doctors. I fell out of a tree.
I need to look at the other arm
Why?
because it's injured.
No, this is the one that hurts.
Then why does that one have all the bandages?
To stop the blood?
So it is hurt?
No, this is the one that hurts.
Clearly the other one has multiple wounds, and the one without the bandages looks perfectly fine. Instead of the complaint department, I think you need to see a psychiatrist.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have explained. A long time ago, my arm suffered a very rare nerve injury, which resulted in the complete lack of this arm's ability to feel any pain.
Really? I've never heard of that.
It's extremely rare. It's sort of like a super extreme case of carpal tunnel. But it's true. Watch this.
Oh my. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the demonstration. I believe you.
Here, you try it. Go on, have a bite.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you're on that side of the screen.
that's not necessary anyway.
Then I'll give it a good karate chop. Yeah.
No, please stop. You'll get blood everywhere.
Sorry, I get carried away sometimes.
Now, if this is not the arm that hurts, then how did you get all those injuries?
Well, all these band-aids I got on my arm, I got while chopping onions. It always happens. This one on my wrist, I got from one of those jagged strips you tear off saran wrap with. This one I got from a pin cushion. This one's more of a burn. And believe it or not, I got this one from a game of whack-a-mole, Chuck E. Cheese.
May I take a look? You need to go to the hospital. That is a gaping wound.
It doesn't hurt.
That doesn't matter. It needs stitches. If you don't get that sewn up, it'll only get worse. You'll lose more blood. You'll have more nerve damage. It'll eventually get infected, and then you'll lose your arm or worse.
But it doesn't hurt.
Pain is an indicator that there's something wrong. And you don't have that indicator, but believe me, something is wrong. I'm going to get some help.
But this is the arm that hurts. Excuse me. Why are you wearing that mask?
I'm a cat burglar.
I can see that. Can I help you?
I'm bored. See this? I burgled it.
That's not cool. Do you need a letter opener or something?
No, letter openers are for wimps who can't just rip open an envelope. It's only paper.
I like letter openers. In fact, hold that up to the camera again. That looks like my letter opener.
It is yours.
What? How did you get it?
I told you, I burgled it.
You came to my house and stole my letter opener?
No, I didn't go to your house. I'm a virtual burglar.
You stole it through my computer.
Yes, sorry.
I don't believe you. And I don't believe you stole my letter opener through my computer.
Why not?
Because it's impossible.
Why do you say that?
Because there's no such thing as Wait a minute. Where does my pen go?
Is this it?
Yes, what?
I virtually burgled it. Sorry.
You keep saying you're sorry, but you keep doing it.
I'm bored.
Is that why you steal? You're bored?
No. Burgerly started a long time ago when I was little. I stole all my friends' toys, Bobby Richmond's.
Do you realize that stealing hurts other people?
Oh, yes. When I first stole Bobby's toys, he cried, and I pretended like I didn't know anything about it. But then I felt terrible. It just ate me up inside. But I was too scared to confess, so instead of returning the toys, I stole some more.
That's awful.
I know, but after a while, I stopped feeling guilty. I became a full-time thief, and now I've branched out into virtually burglary. I know it hurts people, but I just don't seem to care.
Hey, where's my Dr. Pepper?
I'm sorry, I'm bored.
Maybe you should get caught and have to pay for your crimes.
I have. Many times. That's boring too.
You keep saying that. Why are you so bored?
The movies make being a thief look glamorous, but in real life, it's boring.
It doesn't seem like it would be boring. Playing the heist, the excitement of the anticipating moment, the exhilaration of the risk of being caught, the adventure of getting away with it, and the pleasure of your loot.
I see you watch movies too. To tell you the truth, I don't feel anything. No thrill, no excitement, no exhilaration, no adventure, and certainly no pleasure. I wish I could go back to when I was that stupid kid and felt the guilt of stealing Bobby's toys again.
You want to feel guilty.
It's better than feeling nothing.
I just realized something. You have the exact same condition as my arm, only it's inside. I'll be back.
See this?
Is that lemonade?
Yes, I want to open my own lemonade stand. But check this out. It's not bad, but it's a bit weak.
Lemonade, huh? That's not good.
Exactly. Now watch. Still weak. It tastes exactly the same.
Well, how many?
It's unbelievable. Would you buy a weak lemonade?
No, at least not twice.
Me neither.
Again?
Of course. Practice makes perfect. Oh, weak.
Excuse me, but I couldn't help but notice that you keep mixing the same amount of lemonade powder with the same amount of water each time.
2 scoops. That's what it says on the package.
Perhaps the people who came up with the proportions were envisioning a smaller cup.
The instructions didn't say anything about that.
Maybe not, but you can't just keep doing the exact...
Look, is this the complaint department or not?
virtual complaint department.
Then help me with my complaint.
Are you using the same amount of water?
Of course.
2 scoops of lemonade powder.
No more, no less.
It's going to be too watery.
Even though I use the same exact ingredients, This time I expect a different result. Down the hatch. Tastes the same. Weak.
You can't just do the exact same thing over and over and expect a different result.
The people in Washington do.
Listen, there's something I've got to take care of. Could you watch the complaint department for me for just a minute?
Look, you've got to help me. I've got this song stuck in my head and it won't get out. I can't sleep, I can't work, I can't do anything, and it won't stop.
Isn't that how Beethoven went insane?
Beethoven didn't go insane.
I'm sure he did. Jason Beethoven. He lives down the street from me. It was this heavy metal screamo song called Chicken with His Head Cut Off. But in his mind, he only heard it played by the banjo. He couldn't get it out of his head. They had to take him away in a straitjacket.
This is the complaint department, isn't it?
Virtual complaint department. And new today, we also sell lemonade. Virtually, of course.
You're not being very helpful. Look, I'm desperate. I need to sleep, and it keeps playing and playing over and over again.
Oh, sorry. Have you tried eating bananas?
Yes, but they only pop up in the song.
May I ask what song is running through your head?
Old MacDonald.
You don't mean, oh, MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
And on the farm he had a banana, E-I-E-I-O.
Oh dear, this is awful. Have you tried counting sheep?
With a baba here and a baba there.
So everything tries ended up in the song. This is worse than chicken with his head cut off.
Here a buck, there a buck, everywhere a buck buck. Help me.
You could order some lemonade.
No thanks, it looks weak. With a weak here and a weak there.
This is an obnoxious song. Sing something else. Here, sing with me. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows.
And a glow there, and a glow here. Here a glow, there a glow, everywhere a glow. Oh, Mick Rudolph had a farm. Ah!
See, it's impossible.
Hate that song. Let's sing something else. Hey Jude by the Beatles. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh,
Old
Mick.
MacDonald had a farm.
Yeah.
E-I-E-I.
No, this can't be.
Do Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. Ready? Go.
And
on that farm he had a shake. E-I-E-I. Yeah.
Try When the Saints Go Marching In. Go.
Okay. With a march here and a march there.
Ah. God. Let me out of here.
Is this the complaint department?
Absolutely. Do you have a complaint?
I most certainly do. First, I woke up to absolute silence. Usually Mrs. Wallenby's dog is yapping at the wee hours of the morning, waking up me and the whole neighborhood. I mean, who even gets up before 9 a.m.? And it's one of those annoying little dogs with the high whiny barks, but this morning there was nothing.
So you were able to sleep in?
Well, I'd hardly call 10 a.m. sleeping in. Then I go out to get the paper, which is usually thrown into my rose bushes, but it's sitting right on my doorstep. I don't even have to put my slippers on to get it.
So that's a good thing, right?
What do you think? But while I'm getting the paper, I noticed that the neighbors across the street had taken down their pool.
Their swimming pool?
Yes, they had this little 2-foot blow-up swimming pool out in their front yard, but they have no fence, and the city ordinance clearly states that any pool over 18 inches high must be enclosed by a 6-foot fence. I've called the city several times to report the violation, but they would never do anything about it.
But the pool's gone now, right?
Yes, I was going to call the city again today to complain, but now there's no sense. But that's not all. For lunch, I decided I would go to Taco Bell.
You don't seem like the type of person who frequents the Bell.
No, but I do like fried chicken. And one time when I went to my favorite chicken place, they had combined it with a Taco Bell. So I tried a few menu items and I was hooked. The problem was that they always got my order wrong. Not enough cheese on my taco, too much fizz in the Diet Pepsi, crunchy tortillas for my burrito. I mean, what were the odds that they would get it wrong every time? But today, everything was perfect.
So the Bell came through for you.
That's not all. The doctor called and said my cholesterol plummeted and I don't need to take those pills anymore. My financial portfolio went from weak to strong, my taxes went down, and on the way over, all the lights were green.
Okay. Let me get this straight. You got online to complain about not having anything to complain about.
I don't even know why I clicked that link. I just liked the look of it. It was very pretty.
You think the link to the virtual complaint department is pretty?
It's my favorite link.
Well then, I'm afraid you're all out of excuses.
Excuses for what?
Hey, how would you like to run the complaint department?
Me?
It'll just be for a few minutes until I get back.
Yes, I'll do it.
Okay, all right, here's what you do.
Shut up. I know what to do. Get going. I've got it covered. Everything will be fine. Just get out of here and let me do my job. Welcome to the complaint department. Can I help you?
Yes, no, thank you. I shouldn't be here. I'll leave.
Wait. You came in here for a reason. You might as well lay it on me.
Actually, I work at the other virtual complaint department on the other side. Today is my day off.
Fellow complaint receptacle. Let me ask you something. Are you sick of all the people who come in and complain about the stupidest things?
Yes. That's why I'm here. For example, I had this lady coming to complain that every morning her husband wakes up and stretches his arms and says, "Ugh, I slept like a baby."
What's wrong with that?
That's what I asked her. So she says he doesn't remember when he had babies. They don't sleep that well.
So what did you say?
I told her just be grateful that he doesn't wake up hungry and crying and every 2 hours with a load in his pants.
A very good point.
I thought so. But she closed her screen all angry, and then there is this guy who gets on one of those sticky fly strips wrapped around his head, and he can't get it off. Is it me?
Is it I?
Well, I believe the proper
grammatical form of that question would be, is it I?
Are you sure? What if you added the word just into it? Is it just me? I mean, people say that all the time, but I've never heard anyone say it. Is it just I?
You're right, that does sound weird. Let's see. You use I for the subject of the sentence, like I am listening to complaints. And me for the object of the sentence, like this person is complaining to me.
Yes, you wouldn't say this person's complaining to I.
So is I the subject of our question?
Is it I or is it's the subject of the question.
You know, I'm not sure, but I am sure that I've heard the phrase, "Is it I," somewhere before.
Now that you mention it, I believe I've heard it put that way as well. Somewhere important, I believe.
Well, no matter. Whether it's "Is it me" or "Is it I," it's a rather good question.
I wish my customers would ask it before they came into my complaint department.
Wouldn't that be something? If we could change the whole way we do things around here, it might even change the world.
Come to think of it, we better not spread that around. Ever happened, we would be ever out of our job.
Right. Mum's the word. Hey, you're an experienced complaint taker. I was wondering if you could do me a favor. It'll only take a sec.
Sure, what is it?
Could you... Wait, maybe it is me.
No, I think it's right. Is it I?
No, I mean the problem. Maybe
What
the
problem?
me. You know what? Never mind. I was going to ask you to watch the complaint department for me while I went off and took a break, but I think I'll stay. Yes, I'm going to stay at my post.
It's not really my day off. I asked someone to watch my complaint department for me while I came here. I can't believe I couldn't see it before. It is me or I've got to go. See ya!
Have a nice day.
Here you go. I got it.
This certificate grants the holder the right to be happy for the rest of the day. Really?
I'll email it to you. No more excuses.
Thank you. What about tomorrow?
Worry about that when you get there.
I've got it. Sing with me.
Okay?
Oh,
Old
MacDonald.
MacDonald had a farm,
Yeah.
E-I-E-I-O. And
And
on that farm he had a grievance, E-I-E-I-O. With a grumble here and a mumble there, here a moan, there a groan, everywhere a murmur zone. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Well,
It's gone! It's completely gone!
you just needed to finish the song.
Thank you, thank you. This is wonderful. Goodbye.
Hey, check this out. Down the hatch. Ooh, delicious.
I've got to try that. It's wonderful. You doubled the amount of lemonade mix. Brilliant. I'll wait until my customers get a taste of this flavor explosion.
What?
You know what?
Sorry.
Here. I found Bobby Richmond's phone number. You gotta start somewhere.
You're right. Thank you.
There you are. I called the paramedics. They're waiting for you outside your house.
Will they give me something for pain in my arm?
I hope not. You need that pain. But they're going to fix both your arms.
Excellent. Thank you.
Found the solution to your problem.
And how is tennis supposed to help my parents bake my cake?
Simple. Get a paddle like this, or bigger, or maybe with something with spikes on it.
If you're going to say that I should go get a low-level entry job, let me just tell you what I told my parents. I went to college. I got an associate's degree in female Klingon studies. I'm not going to work on an assembly line.
Nope. Just give the paddle to your parents and tell them to give you a good spanking.
What? You can't talk to me like that.
You're a self-aggrandizing, pompous parasite who thinks that the principles of responsibility and consequences apply to everyone but yourself. Now, it's time to grow up and stop acting like a baby.
I hate you. You're ruining my life.
Thanks for watching the complaint department for me. How did it go?
Pretty good. Hey, what time does the complaint department close?
6.
O'clock?
Yes, 6 o'clock.
Okay, I'll come back then.
Why? They'll be closed.
Bye.
I'd say you worked off your bill.
What have you got there?
Creamy Havarti. It's on sale, you know.
It looks wonderful. I must purchase some. I hope they update their sales price or I'll be back.
I know you will.
All right, I've got the solution to your problem. Roll up a regular sheet of paper into a cone, like this.
Like this?
Perfect. Put the skinny end in your ear and see if your husband answers you now. It's only temporary. You'll need to see a doctor.
Of course. To think all this time, the problem was me, or is it I?
Either works.
Oh my goodness, my husband is calling me.
I didn't hear your phone ring.
He is in the living room, searching for me. I better get going. Thank you.
How awful. No, I told you already. I want someone else.
Excuse me?
Oh, I'm extremely sorry. I thought you were someone else.
I am definitely not someone else. As you can see, I am a completely different person.
I guess the problem was someone else. Good day.
Okay, I've got the solution to your problem. The power should be back on in your neighborhood.
Ah, so I'll be able to see behind the dresser to make sure the big cord is plugged into the wall.
Actually, you won't need to. The TV should work perfectly fine now.
Why? Because the power's back and oh. Suddenly I feel humiliated.
That's the first step to recovery.
Hey, I better know why my clock stopped working.
I have an answer. Take a look. It's an empty bag, half of Oreos.
Wow, that's perfect.
Now you can spread the icing on these cookies in just the right proportions.
excellent, but how do I mean, you being there and me being here.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I normally work at the non-virtual complaint department. They have lemonade there too. I guess you'll have to buy other package of Oreos and scrape off the icing yourself, then spread your icing on the empty cookies.
Thank you. Well, I'm off to the store. I've got a lot of cookies to repair.
I'm back.
Oh, hi! You got your drink, I see.
Yep, I would have got you too, but you're not here.
That's okay. Diet Pepsi's hurt my back.
It hurts your back. How's that?
When I take a drink of it, I have to bend so far to lick the dirt off my shoes just to get the terrible taste out of my mouth.
I see. So how did everything go?
Very well. I suppose I learned a lot about people.
Let me guess. It's easy to see the solution to someone else's complaint, but when it comes to your own problems...
Well, yes, that's one thing, but I have a bigger picture.
Hey, I just realized that you never got to tell me your complaint.
That's okay. I don't need to.
No, you came in here for a reason, and then you were kind enough to do me a good turn. The least I can do is hear your complaint.
Actually, now I've had the time to think about it.
It was me.
You had nothing to do with it.
No, I mean the proper way to say that is, it was me.
Are you sure? Is it me? Is it I? Is it me? Is it I? I can't tell which one sounds better, but I'm sure I've heard the question, is it I, before.
Now that you mention it, I believe I've heard it put that way as well. Somewhere important, I believe.
No matter either way, it's good question, which has caused me to look into what I shall frequently. Thank you for the experience.
Goal.